Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. This is the promised video that I told you about yesterday in my preview for the final day of the Premier League season. Make sure you check that out. You can check it out right here after you are done with this. I previewed the Chelsea versus Watford game, which is basically a friendly, Manchester City, Aston Villa, Liverpool versus Wolves, the top four race between Tottenham and Arsenal, who's getting Europa League between Man United and West Ham, and who's getting relegated between Leeds and Burnley. Make sure you check that out as we kick off the final day later on. I will be here for a watch along for that, so make sure you tune in live and then we'll see how it all ends and the end of the season will be upon us. Now, Kylian Mbappe, what an unbelievable saga this has been. Unreal. Yesterday it all came out that Mbappe had made his decision. He had two options on the table, which were both technically accepted by his team, and he had to make a choice. Either stay at PSG and accept a contract renewal or new contract, or go to Real Madrid and start his dream. Because Real Madrid is apparently his dream. He, much like many players, Ronaldo, do you remember? It's my dream to play in Madrid. Courtois, I want to go to Madrid. I want to go home. Eden Hazard, I can't say no to Real Madrid. Mbappe is his dream apparently, and he had that on a plate for him. But he decided not to. He decided to stay at PSG. Now, look. When I'm about to show you the numbers, okay? And I'm sure many of you have seen the numbers. And this is why I'm doing this video. Because the numbers, the circumstances, what he's been given as part of this contract is insanity. It's insane. For the sake of football, it's insane. There's a certain limit that we can only that we can only hit in when it comes to money or giving certain players an amount of power. For me, there's a red line. Right? And I say this as a Chelsea fan. Many people will be looking at this and going, you guys started this. Maybe, right? But there's a certain line that you just can't cross. It becomes stupidity at that point. It doesn't even become a case of, the club can afford to do this because they have this amount of money. It just becomes insane. So Mbappe having to turn down Real Madrid to stay at PSG, I have to be honest, I can't blame him. Because let's have it right, any one of us with what I'm about to share with you would have done the exact same thing. And if anyone is trying to say, Mbappe doesn't have any ambition, his career is finished, it's really not. Because what he's done with this is he's managed to get himself an absolute fortune with a 3-year deal which runs up until when he reaches age 26. He'll still be in his prime. Then he can go to Real Madrid having pocketed all of this, which I'm about to share with you now. Let's get into the numbers. If you haven't seen this already, this is going to scare you. So, Mbappe, his new 3-year contract at PSG includes a €300 million signing bonus. That's just a signing on fee. That's a signing on bonus. Let me repeat that. €300 million signing on bonus. He literally puts pen to paper. Whoa, my bank account now has €300 million in it. Unreal. It's insane, and we're not even done yet. So that's the signing on bonus. €100 million a year salary after tax. Now, I done the maths. I've got a B in GCSE maths. I was 3 marks away from an A. So I think I can add 2 and 2 together. I worked this out. €100 million equates to 84.5 or 86.5. I forgot which one it was. Million pounds. That equates to £1.625 million a week after tax. Let me repeat that. Because we talk about wage structure, yeah? Like when I've been talking about Chelsea transfer rumours, I've seen other people at other clubs do the same thing. There's a wage structure. We can't go above a certain way. Erling Haaland, for example, many Chelsea fans were scared of coming in and breaking the wage structure because we don't have anyone that goes above £325,000 a week. That's Romelu Lukaku. If we even think of trying to hit the 400s and the 450s and all of that, breaks the wage structure. That turns off many fans in trying to get a certain player to their club. Mbappe is on 1.6 1.6 million pounds a week after tax as a standard salary at PSG now. 1.6 million pounds a week. This is insane. This is, and we're not even done. Anyway, let's wrap things up in terms of what's in this contract. We're not finished. He will help decide the coach. He will have a say on the sporting director, and he can approve signings and sales. Okay, I guess we're gonna change the name of PSG to PSM. Paris Saint-Germain is no longer Paris Saint-Germain. It is Paris Saint-Mbappe. We're going to have to change the logo of PSG. You know, instead of the Eiffel Tower, it needs to be Mbappe's face. And around it, instead of Paris Saint-Germain, it needs to be Paris Saint-Mbappe. That's the only thing that's left. I'm surprised they didn't add that in the contract. That's basically what's happened here. He's been given the keys to PSG. Now, I want to be clear and honest. Fabrizio Romano came out yesterday and put us in the loop in terms of all the details on what has gone down. And he did say that he is not the sporting director. There was a big rumor beforehand saying in this contract he is the new sporting director. No, he's not. But he's been given a massive amount of power here. He will have a say. He will help decide the coach. So when the board, the president, the people in power are trying to figure out who the next manager is going to be. Hey, Mbappe, who do you think the next manager should be? He has a say. Oi, Mbappe, who do you think the new sporting director needs to be? He has a say. And if they think, oh, you know what, we're going to try and buy that player. Hey, Mbappe, are you okay with this? Do you think this player is... Shall we get him? Yeah? Okay, cool. He has a say. At 23 years old, this man is on £1.6 million a week, has a €300 million signing on bonus, and has a say in how PSG runs. It's insane. This is stupid. This has gone too far. This has gone way too far. And for me, I honestly look at this and I think this could destroy football once and for all. And what I mean by that, I don't mean football is dead, as in we'll never see the game ever again. No. But football will become an ultra rich sport. Do you know what the consequences of this would be? This deal here would possibly mean that now inflation across the market for all players increases in the same way that it did when Neymar left, in the same way that it did when even Ronaldo went for 80 odd million, when the transfer record prior to that was Zidane of 45, doubled. All of a sudden, if you remember, £30 million for a transfer used to be a big deal. 30 million, whoa. 30 million now is like, yeah, that's a flipping bargain. You know? Now the standard are with a transfer, yeah, we're talking 60, 70 million. That's the basic number now. Back in the day, that used to be insane. That used to be 60, 70 million. What? Now we're talking money like this. Soon, a player is going to be leaving for £300 million. No one's going to bat an eye. You know, it's gone too far. It's going to turn into a proper ultra rich sport where only people with money can then afford to go to games. You know what this sort of thing does? It adds a more corporate feel to the game. It increases prices across the spectrum in order to buy shirts, in order to attend matches. The standard good old working class guy that saves his money in order to get a season ticket will not even come close to even afford a season ticket when money like this is now thrown into the game at this sort of level. And on top of that, clubs are now going to have to pay even more money to try and buy the best players or even just the standard players because the values are going to skyrocket with things like this. All of a sudden as well, not just in terms of transfer fees, but what about player contract negotiations? Now players are going to be looking at this and going, flipping hell, I can get a pie, I can get a piece of the pie with this as well. Yeah, flipping hell, you got a £300 million signing on bonus. Hey, listen, I want a £100 million signing on bonus. If not, you ain't signing me, right? Or 100 million euro a year salary after tax, 1.6 million pounds a week. 1.6 million pounds a week for Mbappe means now that someone who is just half as good can demand 800,000 pounds a week. No problem. That used to be, as of a week ago, insane. No one would have asked that in world football. Now you're going to start getting footballers asking for that. And that is the consequence of it. And in the long run, this is going to be really bad for the game. I think in terms of football and the way that it's going with money thrown about like this, it's going to turn football into what the NFL has become. And we don't really want that in this country anyway. I know across Europe, I don't think that's the sentiment. You know, we don't want that. And franchised, full of money. Only rich people can attend. Only rich people can be in the game. We don't want that. And on top of that, there needs to be a sense of morality here. There needs to be a sense of morality. I understand football has money in it now. You can't turn away from that. That's standard. But what I mean, you need to be sensible with it. You know, I'm not saying don't have billionaires in the game that are investing in clubs. I'm not saying don't have money in the game whatsoever. No, but you know what we had in terms of £300,000 a week, and to be honest, when we're thinking about it realistically, even that's insane. But that's the level, right? That is it. 1.6 million a week, 300 million euros to sign as a signing on bonus. You know, the morality needs to come in here. All of a sudden now, in this time, we're talking about food crisis. We're talking about people that are struggling to make ends meet. We're talking about energy levels rising in terms of gas bills, electricity bills. This is across the world now. What's happening in Ukraine? Please donate. Please help those in Ukraine. Oh, yeah, no, hang on. We'll give 300 million to Mbappe just to sign a piece of paper. There needs to be a sense of morality here. This is getting stupid. You know, this PSG, I don't blame Mbappe. He can't say no to this. I'm not surprised he hasn't gone to Real Madrid. And Real Madrid apparently are fuming, and we're going to come to that very shortly. But I can't blame him. Who would say no to that? Would you say no to that? You wouldn't say no to that. His family for generations are sorted. They are finished. They don't need to work ever. Literally, access bank account, put card in machine, pull out however much they want. Unlimited money. He's literally just secured his entire family for generations with this one deal. And after 3 years, he still gets to go to Real Madrid or Barca or wherever in the future because his career wouldn't even be close to done. But he would have secured all of these numbers by the end of this 3-year deal. So his career is not finished. He can still have ambition afterwards and go and play wherever he wants to go at the peak of his career still because he'll be 26 years old. So I don't blame him for accepting this because anyone would. But PSG, you should be ashamed of yourselves. PSG are a disgrace for offering something like this. How can you open up the club doors in this manner for one man, for one player? To hand over literally PSG as a football club to Mbappe at 23 years old. Let's be honest, what does he know at 23 years old? What does he know in terms of running a football club? Because that's what basically it is now. He'll help decide the coach. What does he know at 23? He'll help decide the sporting director. What does he know about sporting directors at 23 years old? He'll have a say on signings and sales. Does he have a business degree? Do you see what I mean? It's too much power and too much money to someone too young, in my opinion, who is now being portrayed as the biggest superstar in world football. Nah, it's not right. It's not right. There's a certain line, and PSG have not just crossed it. They've gone so far beyond the line, they can't see the line anymore. Ridiculous. Fabrizio Romano has now opened up on the consequences of this. And from La Liga are not happy. La Liga have decided to put in an official complaint to UEFA, to the European Union, and across the board, they're just not happy with what's gone down, saying that PSG, where is this money coming from? Check this out. So La Liga president on the Mbappe deal, what PSG is doing by renewing Mbappe with large sums after giving losses of 700 million euros in recent seasons and having more than 600 million euros of a salary bill is an insult to football. They're as dangerous as the Super League. Now, some people are going to say, you know, this is the boy that cried wolf. This is the pot calling the kettle black. Maybe, right? Maybe. But let's be honest. La Liga are correct here. Yes, you know, maybe La Liga have decided to open up and give Real Madrid whatever they want. Right, and because Real Madrid runs Spanish football, if we're being completely honest. But they're not wrong here. In terms of PSG's numbers, do not add up. Where is FFP? Does FFP actually exist then? Are they going to get punished? They won't. So when you're looking in terms of this is as dangerous as a Super League, in terms of the magnitude of it, yes, it's not the Super League because the Super League was something else. But in terms of what it's going to do, in terms of steering the direction of football, it will steer the direction, it will steer football in the direction of exactly where the Super League was steering it in. Money, 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 rich, 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 ultra rich sport, and the consequences of football as we know it with the fabric of that working class feel and gone. gone out the window. That's where it's heading, and that's what PSG have done. So La Liga are not wrong here, but La Liga have put in an official complaint in order to try and resolve where's all this coming from with PSG. How can they offer these sort of numbers and not get penalised for it? Well, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. Let's see what happens, but my opinion, PSG should be absolutely ashamed of themselves. They shouldn't be. You should not be allowed to do this. You just shouldn't. This could have huge ramifications. Maybe not today or tomorrow, but in 2, 3, 4 years, you're going to see the effect of this deal. In the same way that we saw effects of previous deals, this is going to send everything to a complete new level, and not for the good. That's my opinion. What's your opinion? I want to hear you guys in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think of this whole saga. And yeah, Mbappe. Well, good luck to Mbappe. But we don't think he needs luck actually, because he's sorted for life. But anyway, let me know what you think. Much appreciated. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. Later on, watch along for the Premier League final day. So make sure you guys are here for that. And I'll see all of you then. Have a good one, people. See you later. Take care. And peace.